This is Science That Sticks. Roll the graphic. Hi, I'm Paul. This is Science That Sticks. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare the root of a buddleia that was long established in my garden. I don't want it here anymore, so I've had the top part of it felled, and I'm going to show you how to create a solution that will really destroy it and kill it so that nothing grows back, and so that in about a year or so's time you'll be able to just take it out and just take it to bits. It takes time I've got, because when you own your own house, as long as you've got years behind you, you can do pretty much anything. So I'm going to go through taking these bits off with loppers to drill in through into the trunk, and then we'll be putting the mixture into it, and then we'll leave it for a year and we'll come back to it in about 12 months. Okay, so let's get on with it. Hi there, welcome back. So the mixture is a concoction that my old neighbour, shout out to Malc, on how to really get rid of tough stumps, tree stumps, brush, and a variety of other things. And for this I'm going to need three things. I'm going to need some engine oil. In this case I'm using Silicone Comp 10W40, which is for motorbikes. I've had it since I had a motorbike years ago. It does the job just as good. I'm going to use white spirit, and I'm going to use something called SBK. Now SBK, tough weed killer, brambles, nettles, body weeds, tree stumps and more. It should do it on its own, but this particular mixture gets into the stump itself. As it's absorbed, it really kills the roots of the stump or whatever it is that's hardy and you want gone from your garden. So what do we do first? The first thing that we do is we put the SBK in. Now the SBK is pretty nasty, pretty caustic stuff, so if you get any on you, you've got to make sure that you wash your hands. Also, drinky, no. So we don't drink this. This is very good, cool stuff. Push it in, push it down. And there we go. Now, it's a self-filling bottle, so I normally pour just 2 capfuls in. You have to squeeze it to fill it up at the top. It's a cool little invention so that you can identify how many. So I put 50 mils in. It's normally more than enough, but for at least the first set of mixture. The next thing I add into it happens to be the engine oil, and again you're just sort of looking at this, just add about roughly the same amount into it. There we go. Also stops it from being washed out, which is kind of nice. So that's the oil, and then lastly the clear spirit from Wilco's, now gone unfortunately, and then you add this and you just give it a bit of a swirl, and it should look kind of creamy after a little while. Shouldn't take very long. The engine oil is pretty dark, but the addition of the white spirit and the SBK makes it like a blonde, murky kind of substance, and that really is it. So I'll show you what it looks like, and I've had this for a very long time, and it's what I used to pour into the tree stump. To get it into the tree stump you need to have a drill. You drill in at an angle so that when water does hit it, it's less likely to fall into it, but it will hold this mixture in long enough to be absorbed, and it will poison and kill the tree stump. So let's have a look at this. So as you see, I've got the SBK mixture, I've got the white spirit and the engine oil, and it's kind of a creamy sort of substance. Nothing difficult there. I've got the the funnel here so that I can just pour it straight in. More of that later. The next thing to do, I've got a 1 centimetre drill bit here, is to drill at an angle into the parts of the stump that were alive if they weren't already knocked out by previous applications of this mixture, which I did about a few months ago. Let's get on it. So now I've got several holes that are freshly drilled, and I'm going to be able to pour this mixture of engine oil, SBK and white spirit, and that's it. Let's get to it. It's always good having a funnel. You never know when one's going to come in handy. So you just pour it in, and it'll probably trickle out the side like it is doing here. If you can save some, because it's pretty caustic, pretty nasty stuff, do so. Let's put some in this little hole here. There we go. That's it. And now all we need to do is leave it leave it a year or so. Every couple of months or every couple of weeks or so, I'll top it up. What will happen is the tree root will rot, and I'll be able to just break it apart with a hammer and a chisel, maybe. Sometimes just even a hammer, and depending on how long you've left it, you actually might even be able to pull it up yourself with your bare hands. Until next time, stay cool. Bye bye.